Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at Anoma. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyways, the ticker is XAN, which is really unusual looking at its name, and this is a newly launched token as you can see here, and it got destroyed. So basically it launched at somewhere around like 13 cent, and it went as high as like 25 cent, and now it is at like 11 cents. So this was like a massive crash, and it did happen like after I think most likely raw farmers farmed the token. Now the interesting thing about this token is that it is already available on the Bybit, Maxi, Coinbase, Get.io, HTX and KuCoin. So it has already secured these big listings, and it seems like that it is still holding quite well, I would say, because although it did go down from 25 cent, it is still holding really well around like 11 cents. So this crash that happened, I think it is like quite normal, because airdrop farmers most likely took the profit, and now the token may have like less sell pressure. Now in terms of what Anoma is, it is basically a distributed operating system for intent-centric apps. So basically they are working on intent-centric apps. So basically these intents are really easy to understand. So intents are a natural part of how we interact with the world. Each time to use an D app, you have an intent for what you want to do, from swapping tokens to buying NFTs or booking a flight. Intents are the outcome you want to satisfy. With intents on Anoma, you can specify what you want without needing to understand complexity of how to do it. So basically they are evolving the apps from transaction centric to intent centric. So that is, like, I would say, their main goal here. So users interact with the D apps today by submitting transactions. They need to understand blockchains well enough to know exactly which transactions to sign for what they want to do. This is overly complex and unnatural. Users don't come to an app with the transactions in mind, they come with intent. So that is what they're going with. So basically they are describing that intents aren't magic, but Anoma apps will feel like they are. So with their app, you can express your intent and let Anoma take care of the rest. Just tell the app what outcomes you want along with any preference, and a decentralized network of intent solvers handles the complexity of navigating different protocols, chains and transaction types. So I would say this is like an AI agent or something like that. That is the vibe that I'm getting, as you can see here. Anyways, I'm not sure, but again, this is really interesting, I would say. So they have their like the intent machine, as you can see. Anoma is powered by the intent machine, similar to how Ethereum virtual machine processes transactions into state changes. The IM processes intents into the state changes. So this is how it works, as you can see here. They have like Ethereum as a settlement, near Solana, like we have this Anoma. So basically this is going to be like a multi-chain as well. So that's really good, I would say. So if we look at like their roadmap, they do have a really interesting roadmap. So this is how their roadmap looks like. As of now, they are in the mainnet phase 1. As of now, they have Arbitrum, basically Ethereum's layer 2. There is Arbitrum, Optimism, like there is Polygon, Ethereum, and in the phase 2 they will have Nea, like Solana as well as Ethereum interacting between these things. After that there will be Anoma consensus, you can see here, and this is what is future looking like. So again, to do anything on their app as of now, I was able to find their portal, as you can see here. This is their portal where you can send, and you also get like a governance option as well. Now in terms of the token itself, it has already secured a pretty big listing. So as you can see, there is an OKX futures listing, there was a Coinbase listing, there is a Bybit Alpha as well as Bitwavo listing. Interesting. There was even Kraken listing, which is really big one. There is a Get.io listing as well, and I believe Binance did launch the token on their, I would say, future contracts, as you can see. So the Binance did launch perpetual, so I would say that was really good for them overall. The token did have a really good listing as well. Now moving on to the main thing, which is going to be, of course, the tokenomics of Anoma or XAN token. So token has a max supply of 10 billion, out of which like around 2.5 billion is in the circulation, so like around 25%. If you look at the token itself, XAN can be used to like for the payments, transaction fees, and network governance. So it has a really good utility. The purpose of the token is to act as an overall coordination device for the ecosystem. This Genesis distribution is designed to empower the Anoma community and support growth and long-term sustainability of the Anoma network and the ecosystem. In terms of distribution, they gave like 25% to community marketing and liquidity. There is like 44% public allocation. Is that a public sale? I'm not sure. Anyways, after that there is like R&D and ecosystem 19%. There is core contributors like around 15%, and early backers around 31%, which is a lot I would say. And there is Anoma Foundation that gets like 10%. Now in terms of like community marketing and R&D, those are basically like incentives for the current. So I get it. So basically they are adding R&D as well as like this community marketing and liquidity together to like get to 44%. My bad. Anyways, this allocation is really big one I would say for the backers. Now in terms of like token unlocks, for 1 year there will be like 2.5 billion tokens in the market, so that's really good I would say. So the token won't have any additional sell pressure coming from like from other parties. So after 1 year there will be like investors, backers, and some other things as you can see. So again, the token will most likely see a massive like sell pressure after like I would say after 1 year, but as of now this token can be a really good hold I would say. Now in terms of like its market cap, it is at 292 million and it peaked at 500 million. So what they're doing is really interesting. I really like the concept. And again, if the token sees like let's say more listings, I think it can push as high as like I would say 500 million or even 1 billion is a possibility. Again, what they are doing is really interesting I think. And once as of now they are in the early phase of their roadmap, so if their roadmap like takes off, I think the token could actually become really well as well. But again, I think the possibility of hitting like XAN 25-24 cent is still there I would say. And as of now, if it can like flip this zone around 14 cent, I think it can push it higher. But again, let's see again if this is a support that it has found as of now somewhere around like 10 cent. I think even if it does go down, if this is a support that it has decided to stop, I would say this is going to be really good buy. If not, if it does go below this like zone, we may I think expect, let's see, so it went down 57%. So if like let's say that if it does see another like big like let's say if it does see another big crash, it can go I think as low as like 5.5 cent is a possibility. But again, I think this token could be a really good buy because like what they are doing, and I really like what they are doing. Again, that if the token sees more listings, I think it can go for like 50 or like 55 or 25 cent, or even like I think its market cap can hit like somewhere around 800 million as well in the future. So again, I think this can like push as high as 40 cent or even like 50 cent is a possibility. And if it gets listed on the Binance or even Upbit, I think like it will easily go as high as 30 cent and it can go higher than that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more things.